Hi guys. I decided to make a short video about modules of your class site. Uh, you're not going to into your modules. You're going directly to your assignments, and that's okay. I mean, you want to know what you have to do for the week, but going to the modules will help you a lot, and it also will give you access to uh, additional activities, and it will make the experience of online learning, I think, more fun and more interesting. Okay, let's go to modules quickly. It's in the left side of your screen, in the menu, and you just click on modules. Okay, let's go to only one module so you can see the structure of the module. Okay, uh, this is module 4 for the week number 4, módulo de la semana 4, and you just click on the first link. That's it. And I have the feeling that you think that this is it, that page that opens is all that is in the module. Well, this page is part of your module. You have 3 tabs: el libro de texto, más allá del texto, y opcional o extra. Okay. El libro de texto is about what you're going to study this week in my lab. What are the assignments in my lab? There's a message from me every week, also in this tab. Uh, I recommend that you listen to it, but I know you have a lot of work from other courses, and if you miss it, that's fine. I don't mind. Uh, Okay, I usually talk about what we're going to cover in the class, and the assignments that are coming, and if I added any extra or optional, that's a better word, optional material in your module, I want you to know in case you're interested. So this first tab is all about my lab. Now, if you go to the second tab, Más allá del texto, okay, this is where you find all the information about the additional assignments. In this case, the first thing you see is the due date for those assignments. And it says here, okay, la fecha fija, the due date, is February the 4th, uh, which is a Sunday at 11:59. But that time you're supposed to have taken the first quiz, la primera prueba, uh, uh, recorded your second video log, and of course your first question should be, where is the prompt for the video log? Well, it's here. There's always a link with the document that is related to the activity, and you click on it. Okay, and here it is. Okay, you can also see you can see my computer scanning the document. You can see a little icon of a camera that says preview of the document, and you click on it, and you can see a preview of the document in another window. Okay, and you can look at it. But I do recommend that you download the document and save it in your computer. Okay, and finally you have the information for the composition workshop 1, and it starts telling you all about how the composition is going to be worked out this semester. It's not only 2 drafts, it's going to be 4 different activities: a pre-writing activity, a first draft, a second draft, a final draft. Okay, and of course, again, your first reaction should be, what is the topic of the composition? Well, if you don't look at any of this, you will miss that the topic is here, which says documents, topic. You click in aquí and you download this document. A lot of people didn't do it, and I got on Sunday a lot of assignments with the wrong topic. More than 10 students did it incorrectly, and I finally emailed the document because I realized you haven't looked at it. Okay, and it gives you a lot of information, an overview of the writing assignment, the rubrics for each one of the steps, which are individual assignments, a pre-writing activity, as I said, a first draft that has to be not only typed and uploaded, but also it has to be peer review, and a second draft, and finally your final draft. And you have here the rubric, how you're going to be graded, what is the criteria, and all that. Okay, and it gives you instructions that about how long it should be, and specifically what grammar you are supposed to use, what vocab you're supposed to use. All of this is here, and it tells you, okay, your topic is you have to read this email, correo electrónico, from your grandma or grandpa, your abuelito or abuelita, and you're going to answer that email, okay? And that is your topic. The topic for your composition is answering this email, okay? If you didn't look at this document, if you didn't go to the second tab, you missed all that, okay? You can also click on the little icon of the camera, and you can see a preview of the document. It also tells you about the pre-writing activity. You have to pick one. You have to do a brainstorming, or a cluster map, or an outline, or a drawing, or a list, or a free writing. I have like 4 or 5 students who uploaded the first draft. So guys, I have to give you incomplete, because that is not the assignment. The assignment is either an outline, a brainstorming, a list of topics, free writing, etc. Okay, and if you click, let's look at the preview instead of the whole document. You see examples of each one of these activities. Now, many of you got confused because the topic they used for the examples was the job search. Well, that is not the topic of your composition. The topic of your composition is your answer to your grandmother's or your grandfather's email. So I got like 10 students doing the pre-writing activity based on a job search, and that's not the topic. And I mean, it's a legit mistake, but if you had taken the time to sort of read the actual topic here, you wouldn't have that problem. I ended up emailing the topic to everybody, but you have to learn to sort of investigate your modules, learn how the information is posted. It also gives you instructions about what would happen if you turn something late, or you go to a tutor for help, or you go to the TLC, and so that's a lot of information that you missed if you didn't look at this page. Now the final or optional tab gives you tells you that there are extra activities, okay, about different grammatical or vocab topics that MyLab has available. They are optional. They are there if you want to do them, okay? If you don't want to do them, you don't have to. It's just extra practice. It's optional, okay? So this is what a module is all about. Now, I as an instructor like to sort of spice my classes a little bit, but everything that I add to the modules is optional, okay? It's only for students who are really interested in learning, especially learning Spanish. So in Module 4, I added videos about how to create an outline, how to create a concept map, how to create a cluster mapping, because this document gives you just a little example that isn't very clear. So if you really want to know how to make an outline, you just click here, and I embedded a YouTube video about what is an outline, how do you make an outline, and how do you make a conceptual or cluster map, and or how do you do free writing. I also almost not every time, but almost always I post a music video, and I did it for this module. I posted Guantanamera, which is a Cuban song, which is a beautiful song, and the video is a really beautiful video. And for those of you really interested in Spanish culture and in Spanish language, this is great, and I thought you were going to enjoy it. But as I said, this is all optional. I just like to make my classes a little bit more interesting, okay? And I also posted the trailer of Coco that you can watch in some movie theaters in Spanish. This is the latest from Pixar, and what surprised me about this movie is that the way it depicts, it presents Mexican culture is very real, is not full of stereotypes. It's like people are in Mexico, the family bonds. It's a beautiful movie, like all Pixar movies. So if you want to watch it in Spanish, I think some movie theaters around the area are showing it, and I think that uh, the DVD, which is out this week, comes with the Spanish uh, version. Not sure, but I think. Sometimes I post trailers of movies that are available on Netflix or in YouTube. So as you can see, I add a lot of information that is optional. Like for example, last week I added a video that I made about formal commands in case you want to practice a little bit more. And I added another music video from by Julio Enrique Iglesias, which is Bailando, which is a really fun song, very beautiful. I love the choreography, and so you're missing a lot sometimes. Like sometimes when you go to a module and you click on the map. Let's look at, yeah, let's look here. Let's see if we have a link. Sometimes the maps have links to, yeah, you can click here and you get a link to Google Earth, and you can watch, you can move around and look at the places that are mentioned in your book, and you can go 3D if you want to, and you can go like walking through the streets. It's really fun, Google Earth now. So there's a lot of things that you're missing that are really interesting and that make the class really more interesting. And I think that if you really want to learn English, you should go to your modules. It's not only the assignments, guys. Okay, well, I think this is all for today. I hope to do another video about the chat, the discussions, and the e-classroom, but that will come later. Okay, so enjoy your week. Have a nice week. Remember remember that you have to upload the first draft this Sunday, and remember that you have to do the live chat this Sunday. So good luck, and see you later. Okay.